here's a marvellous, convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage. This hawthorn brake, our tiring house. Right? And we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Hey, wait!
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
There are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Frisbee that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
By a liking, a parlour spear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
What a wit! I have a device to make all well. Write me a prologue. Let the prologue seem to say we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of fear.
Well, we will have such a prologue. But there is two hard things. That is, to bring moonlight into the chamber, for, as you know, Pyramus and Thisbe did meet by moonlight.
Or doth the moon shine that night we play our play?
A calendar, look in the almanac. Find out moonshine. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why, then may we leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Or else, one must come in with a lantern and a bush of thorns and say she comes to disfigure or present the person of moonshine. Then there is another hard thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. And then what say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rough cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus, and through that cranny shall Pyramus and Frisbee whisper.
Well, if that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. You spoke your speech.
Enter into that break. And so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What? A play toward? I'll be an auditor. An actor too, perhaps, if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Speak. Stand forth.
Frisbee, the flowers of odious savours sweets.
Odorous.
Eh?
Odorous.
Odorous savours sweets. So have thy breath, thy dearest Frisbee dear. Cheese and onion. Of a hark, a voice. Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Marry must you, for you must understand. He goes but to see a noise that he heard and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily white of hue, of colour like red rose on triumphant briar. As true as crisps. As truest horses yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
What, you so speak that yet? That you enter the Pyramus. Pyramus enter, your years past, it is never tire.
As truest horses yet would never tire.
If thou wert fair Frisbee, I were only thine. me afeard.
Oh, Bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an ass head of your own, do you?